Because you saw the first
disgraceful.
generation. Now this is the second generation. You saw the first generation.
Right. We done showed the orangutan grandmama crash out and embarrass. And this is the legacy. This is the legacy.
Yes.
Y'all take a look at this clip.
Carmelo Anthony's family is also talking tonight. They believe the trial was unfair from the start. They do plan to appeal. Our Ken Molestina to continue now our team coverage.
A day after the trial, Carmelo Anthony's parents, Andrew Anthony and Kayla Hayes, sat down to break their silence and to let the world know how they're feeling as their son begins his 35-year sentence for murder. Despite what a jury found, his parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murderer. My son didn't intend to hurt anyone.
He may not have intended to, ma'am, but he did. This interview starts out with a denial of reality and a whole lot of delusion. To say that this trial was unfair from the start, I would ask, on what basis is she making that assertion? And then to say that my son is not a murderer.
Yes, he is.
Ma'am, I mean, was there a magnet in his hand that just sucked the knife up and then through the force of gravity, he just fell into Austin's chest? What do you mean that your son's not a murderer, ma'am? Yes, he is. And you have to settle that. You have to accept and deal with that. Karmelo is never going to be able to understand the weight and gravity of what he did when his parents keep pushing a narrative that is not rooted in reality. I don't know if this is just Black female delusion where they just refuse to accept accountability, or just this is just sinful. You know how when Cain killed Abel and God is God is talking to Cain like, if you do well, won't you be accepted? Like, you mad at the wrong person, Pippin.
Right.
Let's let it play some more. Did you have something you want to say about that? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's coming. Go ahead. Let it play.
Okay.
My son was defending himself. And that's what hurt so bad.
His mother recounts the moment she addressed the jury and made her plea to them during the sentencing phase.
To have mercy on my son. That's what I told the jury. I know they had their minds made up already. So, I mean, really wasn't much I could say.
Actually, you know what? That's not true.
It is not.
The fact
But
that
this is the bubble.
this is the mindset, the casting of aspersions. So many of us were like, you know what? Let people who are sober minded, that got good sense, were like, let's just wait for the facts to come out, because these people have claimed self-defense. So let's just see what evidence they produce to support said claim. So when she goes, my son was defending himself. I'm like, defending himself from what? What was the threat? Explain. Help. I'm Black and slow. So help me understand, like I'm a D student. Forget C. We just got to go below the average. Explain it to me like I'm a D student. What was Carmelo Anthony defending himself from? I'll wait. I believe so many of us in the nation wanted to give this boy the benefit of the doubt. Some of us we entertained the thought that, okay, there's a size disparity. Maybe he was jumped. Maybe he wasn't. Let's see what the video evidence produces. We just wanted to follow the facts wherever it led. And ma'am, it did not lead on the side of righteousness. Your son stabbed somebody. Came over there super aggressive. Like his orangutan mama or grandmama, I should say.
Grandmama.
What
But April, two things. First, like you said, the incident, and I want the audience to understand, a stabbing is close quarters. You know, you can hit I mean, my pastor, shout out to JP, he could take somebody's head off a Marine from 200 yards. That's 2 football fields. A knife is right here.
Dang, I
That's
know
not
who
an
to call
accident.
now. I'm calling
For
JP when I
someone
need a
who's
sniper.
been stabbed, and like I said, and then had a relative killed to a stabbing in the heart. Why you
Piercing through
got
the
the knife?
bone.
Yes. So why did you come there with it? That, I mean, like you said, the delusion that has been allowed, and then you can't say that and then raise money. And that's where I go to the daddy. Look at the papa. This man has a hashtag believe Karmelo. They are still marketing. These people want their own reality show. I'm convinced of it. Right on BET. Instead of him correcting her like a father and a husband, a head of household should, he's sitting up there rubbing on her back like he did in that stupid press conference a year ago, allowing this woman to crash out. Because that's what you do every day. That's why Karmelo is the way he is. And if you don't believe me, he's gonna confirm it with his explanation. Let him talk.
It changed her mind.
Both parents fighting back emotions and tears as they described what they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional. We thought we was going to get a fair shake.
They claimed there were inconsistencies from the get-go, despite witnesses who took an oath vowing to tell the truth.
Everyone actually lied on the stand.
Everyone.
All of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All of them.
Why is it that this interviewer is not pushing back when she makes this preposterous claim that everybody lied on the witness stand? What is in it for all of these children? For everybody to lie, even your own witnesses? Answer me this, Batman. How do you claim you have a self-defense claim? You have your own witnesses and your own witnesses' credibility gets destroyed. So my question is, you claim you didn't get a fair shake. What you're really saying is we couldn't figure out why nobody wanted to lie for our Karmelo. Everybody lying from the witnesses called by the prosecution and the defense.
To the defense.
This is niggardly.
Delusion.
I'm sorry. This just is.
It is.
This him didn't do nothing. I mean, I can't.
My baby ain't hurt nobody.
But
yep.
My baby and him
Still
was a
smoking.
good boy. You like, how you sleep at night trying to sell us this malarkey?
And so here, April. Yes, go ahead.
I don't understand how these people sleep at night. How do they not think that people can see right through this BS? I mean, it's not even believable anymore.
It's not, but here is one of the criticisms I have for the judge of the handling of this case. This should have been televised.
It sure should have. You got that
and
right.
This is why moving forward, and unless it is a case, when there is, now civil is different, but when we have these cases like this, because they even ran right out of the courtroom like the jury didn't see the video of the surveillance of the stabbing. This is how delusional. Well, you know what? We keep saying that, April. I don't think it's delusional. I think it's demonic. They are, this is strategic. And notice who they chose to do the interview with. Don't think that this is just random. This wasn't them getting picked up on the side of the courthouse coming out. This was agreed upon and structured. Notice the husband looks over in the beginning. He's getting advice or cues from someone off camera. This is how it's played.
I have a bonus clip that I am going to share with you guys. I went and dug through the crates. After we listen to Jeff Metcalf go off, we're gonna go back and look at, do y'all remember that press conference that the Karmelo Anthony family had with Dominique Alexander, where they asserted that Jeff Metcalf showing up to kind of bridge the gap between them, how it was disrespectful to the memory of their son. We're going to go back and look at that. And I'm glad I went and pulled that clip, because it's going to demonstrate that these people from the beginning were the ones who made it about race. These were the ones who've been claiming the victim. Him didn't do nothing. This is just white supremacy, and it's racist, because it's just racist. They are the ones who started this from the jump. And I remember I said in my video the other day, I said the only reason why these people would still, after everything that has come out about Dominique Alexander, the only reason why these people still got him around is because they're just like him. These people are not
Yes.
honest. They are not
Yes.
honest. All right, let's go.
His father says the court of public opinion had made up their mind about his son long before the trial began.
He was convicted when he walked out of the jail. If you looked at the news all last year, he was already convicted. If you look at it, it was already done. It was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
He says the threats of violence against them continue.
People want us dead. That's what.
After they still got what they wanted.
After they still got what they want, they still want us dead.
Got what they wanted? You think we just want to lock up another black man in jail for 35 years? Like we ain't got enough of those already? As if y'all are not putting yourselves in that situation all by yourselves already? We actually just wanted the truth. We wanted to be like, listen, if this boy was under an imminent threat of danger, and based on the evidence, it could be proven, I would have been the first to be like, he shouldn't have put his hands on that boy and started beating up on him to where he had no other choice than to defend himself. But that is not what happened. I don't understand why these people believe or feel that they are entitled to the outcome that is favorable to them at the expense of someone else losing their life. And then to try to insert and make it about black versus white. No, this is about righteousness. And as my son used to say, wrongshiousness. These people, this is all kinds of wrongshiousness.
Because April, what does Vince keep saying? The constant victim can never be trusted.
Chronic victim.
You're looking at the chronic victim. You're looking at why right here. And they say, they got what they wanted. No, I didn't get what I wanted because I wanted your son to get life. No, I wanted him to get life. Yeah, since he was a minor, I understand. But I'm like, a lot of this would stop happening if we went back to biblical form of justice.
Right.
And I'm like, that'll eliminate a lot of this. But the fact, I'm very open about it. He did get mercy. 35 years is mercy because Austin is not coming back. So if he serves his full term, he will be 52 years old, 3 years older than I am now, April. That I'm like, but one of the kids, the victim of this, can't get a second back. So he did get mercy. And stop talking about manslaughter when had you been not on the grift train and this boy threw himself on the mercy and never went to trial and took a plea, you may have turned out better, but then you couldn't have raised all this money and become, the little
the melanated Marxist
superstars that you've become. Yes.
Right. It's the lack of humility.
Yes.
Had they shown more humility and graciousness toward the Metcalf family at that initial press conference, had they, this whole believe Karmelo, because my question is, what you want us to believe about him? Believe what? Because they have failed to tell us, what are we supposed to believe? You can't just say he was defending himself and then don't give us a basis for the defense. So what are we supposed to believe? Outside of, he didn't mean to kill him, but he did. I would even concede the point to say that Karmelo did not think that Austin Metcalf was going to die that day. I would grant that. But he absolutely intended to hurt him because last time I checked, sharp objects thrust into the chest cavity.
Yeah.
You meant to injure.
That's a kill shot.
That's a kill shot.
They believe the trial was unfair from the start. They do plan to appeal. Our Ken Molestina to continue now our team coverage.
A day after the trial, Karmelo Anthony's parents, Andrew Anthony and Kayla Hayes, sat down to break their silence and to let the world know how they're feeling as their son begins his 35-year sentence for murder. Despite what a jury found, his parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murderer. My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. My son was defending himself. And that's what hurt so bad.
His mother recounts the moment she addressed the jury and made her plea to them during the sentencing phase.
To have mercy on my son. That's what I told the jury. I know they had their minds made up already, so really wasn't much I could say to change their mind.
Both parents fighting back emotions and tears as they described what they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional.
I'm trying to understand. Let me repeat what I said.
Jesus, fix it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to retire soon. I'm getting old. Where was this trial flawed? It is their testimony that this trial was flawed, and where is the interviewer with the follow-up questions? What do you mean by flawed? Explain to us what you mean. Can you clarify that statement? Flawed in what sense? I'm trying to can with these people, but between the hashtag believe Karmelo and the fact that these people, in terms of the appeal, they're now claiming indigence.
Right.
Despite raising hundreds of thousands of dollars, they like him broke.
Over $500,000.
Where did the money go? I need to know where it went. There's no way that the defense that Karmelo Anthony had was a $500,000 defense team.
No.
First of all, why didn't they even attempt? And I don't know in terms of the jurisdiction there, if he could have entered into a plea deal. I don't know. I am not an attorney. But if you really wanted mercy from the court, there were a myriad of ways that you, ma'am, could have shown mercy toward the decedent's family.
Yes.
But not one time have these people ever expressed remorse. Their needle has been stuck on race and grievance, and this is not fair. And what? What you say?
And victimhood.
And victimhood.
Yeah. As we see here.
Listen, I just seen somebody say these are low IQ people. Look at the expressions on their face. She said it, not me, and I've been wanting to say that. I've been like, this little thick tongue. I've been wanting to say it, but y'all know me. Because y'all know I'll say it. I don't even care. I don't know these people. But they do look low IQ. You're low IQ if you retain a defense team and then you still have Dominique Alexander as your advocate. You just retarded. You're retarded to me. He has been harming their credibility from the beginning, and they won't cut him loose.
From day one. Well, and think about this, April, and the audience, look at this. I mean, y'all couldn't get Ben Crump. Ben Crump didn't even want to touch this one.
Listen, you know it's bad when Ben is like, y'all ninjas done lost the plot. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I can't fix this. I mean, where is Al Sharp Tongue? He ain't come out there talking about they knee being on Karmelo neck. I mean, you got the race baiters of race baiters said, nah, we ain't getting involved. You got to take the JV team, and you get Alexander. With the JV bootleg Now Action Network. The real Now Action Network wouldn't even come around this.
I ain't seen that one press conference with Al Sharpton. Ben Crump,
don't touch it.
They've been eerily silent because they're like, what?
What you say? Listen, Linda. Working behind the scenes for over 20 years. Them Negroes know when they cook, they will leave you out to dry. Right. Girl, when one of them get caught and indicted, you should have, they running like roaches getting flights out of Fort Lauderdale. Everybody was trying to get back to Tallahassee because they did not like how Sheila McCormick got done. When that happened to Josephus Eglishon, dudes was trying to rent cars to drive 8 hours to get out of Fort Lauderdale. They didn't want ABC, NBC, CBS asking them nothing. That's how Al Sharpton them been about this. Can't help it.
They're like, yeah, we busy. We full.